Hi, I'm Lloyd Hewitt. I'm here to answer the question, what role does assessment as, of, and for learning play in developing a culture of learning within the classroom? So traditionally, we've used summative assessment, which is assessment of learning, and it takes place at the end of the lesson or the learning process, just to grade the students, to summarize what they've understood, and to give them a grade attached to that. And luckily, in today's teaching pedagogy, we've moved away from summative assessment and towards formative assessment. Certainly, assessment of learning is always going to be a part of our teaching practice, but it is no longer the most important part. Assessment as and for learning have become a much more predominant and larger part of our assessment toolkit. The advantages of that I will go into in detail. But to start off, let's talk about what kind of culture we want to foster inside the classroom. We certainly want to foster a positive one, and one way we can achieve this is to use an assessment as learning tool, co-creating a rubric. And what this can achieve is pull back the veil of what they are being assessed on, to show them, these particular items are of importance in this assignment for these particular reasons. And with co-creating a rubric, hopefully the students get a say in that, and so can express their will and their desire to learn inside the rubric. So it gives them motivation to continue with the process and hopefully positivity. We also want to foster a growth mindset inside the classroom, and we can use assessment for learning as a tool to help us achieve that. It can bolster their confidence to not be judged on something early in the process. They can have opportunities to make mistakes. For this reason, I don't like to give homework, or I'm sorry, I don't like to grade homework, because during homework is often a first opportunity for students to practice their skills. So if I'm grading them, I'm not giving them the opportunity to make mistakes and then, correct those mistakes without some penalty being attached to that. So, this gives the students the ability to make mistakes and learn from that process. And another part of the classroom culture that I want to foster is one where students can teach each other, because I am just one voice, and teaching each other has been shown to be an excellent way for students to learn the material and to build relationships between each other. One way we can do this is to use a jigsaw approach, which can be an assessment as learning tool, where students learn pieces of a whole, and then as they're presenting their pieces to the classroom and creating their jigsaw, I'm here for feedback and to correct little mistakes so that these specialists get a full understanding of the material. So agency is something that I also want to foster inside a classroom. And I see summative assessment as potentially robbing students of that agency. Formative assessment gives them a say in it. It helps them get into the driver's seat and take control of their learning, instead of it being just something that a teacher says to them and they are expected to understand. So, to summarize, shift away from summative assessment of learning, and towards formative assessment as and for learning. I hope I didn't just say of in the last one. Better helps students understand the importance of schoolwork and bolsters a growth mindset inside the classroom. Thank you.